followed my friend and her boyfriend to a popping club in downtown Atlanta. All I wanted was to get laid. This is how I landed into this mess.
She was just like, just come. Music, drinks, vibes. You need it. And she was right. I needed something, anything, to remind me I was still alive. The club was packed, sweaty, loud. The kind of place where the bass hits your chest before you even order a drink. We were all having a nice time, and I decided to just let loose. That's when I saw him. Tall, broad shoulders, brown eyes, and something about his face made my stomach drop. He strikingly reminded me of my husband in a subtle way, but not outrightly, something about his demeanor. Speaking of my husband, I hadn't seen my husband in years. For context, my husband lives overseas. At least, that's what everyone knows. He used to come back to the States 5 times a year, sometimes more. Then suddenly, nothing. Every time I asked, it was a different excuse. Things are complicated right now. My bosses are watching. It's not safe for me to move around. At first, I believed him. Then the rumors started. People whispered that my husband wasn't just doing business. They said he was mixed up in something heavy, something international, something involving drugs, money, and people you don't say no to. He never confirmed it, but he never denied it either. All he'd say was, if I travel too much, it'll draw attention, and attention is dangerous. So we talked on the phone, every day, sometimes twice a day. I stayed married, on paper, but celibate in real life, for years, although I still loved him a lot. Anyways, back to my story time. I've been celibate ever since, but I am tired. This night was going to change everything. I was going to get laid any way possible. Everywhere down there was like a cobweb. I am tired of living the life of a single lady when I was fully married. We locked eyes again. And this time, he smiled. It felt familiar. Too familiar. My friend leaned over and shouted, "Girl, are you good?" I nodded, but I wasn't, because for the first time in a long time, I felt wanted. A few minutes later, he walked over. "Hey, beautiful, I'm Devin. Can I dance with you?" he asked. I hesitated. We danced. We laughed. And before I knew it, we were in his car. That night changed everything. One night turned into another, and another, and another. We did it almost every night, different positions, even ones I hadn't tried with my husband. 4 months went by like nothing. I felt so guilty, but just couldn't bring myself to stop. I couldn't even speak to my husband cause of the guilt. I know he wasn't around, but still he was a good man who loved me and the kids, and he was making all the sacrifices for us. I managed to keep asking him when he was going to come back so as not to sound suspicious, but he kept reminding me of how busy he was, and his bosses, and the business, and the money. The money never stopped. My kids lacked nothing. Private schools, designer clothes, vacations I didn't even use to enjoy it because I went alone. So I stayed quiet. I stayed patient. I felt that was a compromise I had to make. Anytime I was with Devin, I felt alive again. Like I wasn't just waiting around for a man who might never come home. The sex was amazing. Meanwhile, my husband kept calling. Be patient. Things are almost settled. I'm doing this for our future. His family and my family always backed him up. Look at how well you're living. Don't be ungrateful. If he didn't sacrifice, you wouldn't be able to afford all the luxury. The guilt kept eating me, and of course, divorce was not an option right now. To be honest, I still actually loved my husband. I mean, I was celibate for years up until 4 months ago. It was just so hard. Of course, I didn't know what to do with the money. So I started spending on Devin too. I would buy him luxury gifts, even though he wasn't doing bad himself. He was younger, so he was still building his life. At this point, Devin and I took a vacation to Greece, and I left my boys with my mom. As you would have guessed, that vacation was intense. Not long after, I started feeling weird, and my mind immediately skipped. I started having morning sickness, all of that, and I took a pregnancy test. As you would have imagined, it was positive. I was already a month plus gone. I didn't know what to do, and how I got caught up in this mess. But trust me, by the time I get to end of this story, it nothing compared to the shock I'm about to face. My husband still never failed to call every night. The guilt was eating me up. That evening, my phone started vibrating in my hand. I looked down. My husband, calling.
Hello?
My legs shaking. Hello? I answered. His voice sounded lighter. Honey, he said, I finally have good news. My stomach dropped. What kind of good news? I asked. There was a pause. Then he said it. I'm coming home. I leaned against the wall. When? I whispered. Soon, he said. Very soon. Things are finally cooling down. My bosses cleared it. I can move freely again. Bosses, that word again. I booked the ticket already, he continued. I'll be there in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I miss you, he said. I miss the boys. I want us back under one roof. I closed my eyes. You've been patient, he added softly. You've been strong. I promise this was all for us. For us. I didn't know what to say. You're quiet, he said. You okay? Yeah, I lied. I'm just shocked. He laughed. Good shock. Start getting the house ready. I want everything perfect. Perfect. Listen, my husband said, his tone suddenly serious. When I get back, I need you to tell me everything. No secrets anymore. My throat tightened. No secrets, I repeated. Good, he said. I love you. I'll call you tomorrow. The line went dead. I stood there staring at my phone. The next evening, Devin asked why I always avoided his place, because he usually came to mind. I finally said yes. I mean, I was pregnant with his child, might as well see his house. I felt that would be the perfect time to tell him. His house was quiet, too quiet. That's when I noticed the wall. Pictures. Lots of them. Family photos. And then I saw him. My husband. Smiling. Alive. I felt my chest tighten. I walked closer. Who's that? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. Devin glanced over casually. Oh, that's my brother. My heart dropped. Your brother? I repeated. Yeah, we're really close. Just don't see him much. He lives overseas. My hands started shaking. Is he married? I asked. Devin nodded. Yeah, wife, a boy and girl. They live in China. China. My kids live in Atlanta with me. Then he pulled out his phone. Look, this was taken last year. The kids in the picture looked exactly like my sons. So my husband had this up his sleeve the entire time. Same faces, same smiles, same eyes. I couldn't breathe. Devin looked at me. You okay? You're really pale. I swallowed hard, because I was standing there, pregnant, with a child that belonged to a man who was also my husband's brother. And neither of them knew. Yet, would you have stayed celibate for years? Is she wrong for cheating, or was she neglected? Who's really evil here? Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.